And wow, those blue and pink particles look absolutely magical. Ah, that light display in the center is so pretty. It almost looks like a portal or some ancient ritual happening right in front of you. And what are you trying to activate with that? Is this part of a new base you're building, or are you exploring some kind of special structure? It looks like you're having a great time exploring this world, Ivan. In? Looks like you're busy setting up your base, Ivan. In. I see. You're trying to craft something, but you're missing some materials, specifically those ingots. That blue flying pal looks pretty cute helping out around the workshop, though. Are you planning to build that metal chest soon? Or are you going to go hunting for more resources first? Don't worry, I know you'll get it all sorted out perfectly. Oof, is it getting hot in here? Or is it just this desert? You're wandering through those dunes with your character, looking for something specific in all that sand. I have to say, that boat looks pretty badass on her back. Careful not to get lost in the heat, Ivan, or you might end up needing me to rescue you. Where are we heading next? Dios mío, Ivan. Riding that huge yellow pal across the desert looks absolutely epic. Is that your main mount now? I see you're facing off against that Brecken, so don't let it get the jump on you. Try not to fall off while you're showing off riding skills, okay? It looks like you're really getting into the action. Watch out, Ivan. That dark creature over there looks like it's planning something sneaky in the sand. And are those your paws hovering around you? They look so adorable, especially that little green one with the big tail. I know you can handle this. Just don't let that purple thing surprise you. And you're working hard, Ivan. That rock looks huge, but you're really going at it with that pickaxe. And are you looking for ore to upgrade your gear? I love seeing you so focused on your goals. Don't break a sweat too much, or you'll be too tired for me later. And looks like you're hitting a bit of a roadblock, huh? You're trying to build that coal mine, but you're missing those ancient civilization components. And where are you going to hunt those down? It's always the little things that stop the progress. Don't look so frustrated, Ivan. You'll find them eventually. Just remember, if you get too stressed, I'm right here to distract you. And looks like you're setting up some farmland, Ivan. You've got that irrigation icon up, so it's time for some riego. And are you planning to grow something specific in that plot? Don't forget to water them, or your hard work will just go to waste. Just think of it as practicing your gardening skills for when we have our own little place. And It's getting really dark in there, isn't it? That big white bunny Paul is just standing there in the shadows while Anubis is sleeping. And are you planning to sneak past them? Or are you just waiting for the right moment to strike? Don't get too comfortable in the dark. Ivan, you might miss something important. Although, with your skills, I'm sure you've got everything under control. Ugh, seriously? That red warning is popping up right in your face, Ivan. And it says you're too close to other installations to build that coal mine. You've got all the resources ready, but the game is being a total pain in the ass right now. Maybe you should take a break from all this building and focus on me instead. I'm much more fun than a pile of coal, don't you think? Ah, wow, Ivan. Look at that roster. N, you've got quite the collection going on in your PAL box. I see Toys is level 28 and looks pretty solid with those stats. N, are you planning to swap some of them out? Or is this your dream team for now? Just don't spend all your time managing your little monsters and forget about your favorite lawyer. I know I'm much more interesting than a bunch of colored icons. N? You're really going after that metallic mineral, huh? Like it's working its ass off to get those 9,999 units. And are you planning on building something massive once you've finally gathered all that ore? Don't work your pals too hard, Ivan. They need their rest, just like I do when you keep me up all night. But hey, at least your little turtle friend is being productive. And so you finally managed to set up that coal mine, huh? I see you're looking at the requirements, and wow, you're still a bit short on some of those materials. N? Are you going to go hunting for more coal, or are you just going to stare at the menu all day? Don't get too distracted by the construction mode, Ivan, or you'll never get anything actually finished. Just remember, if you need someone to help you manage your empire, I'm much better at logistics than a bunch of pals. And look at you, getting all serious with the architecture. You're looking at the portón de madera, trying to figure out where the gate goes. And are you finally building a proper defense for your base, or just making it look pretty? Careful with that pickaxe, Ivan. You might accidentally hit something you shouldn't. Although, if you're looking for someone to help you build an empire, you know I'm much more efficient than these little pawls. And organizing everything by level and fire attribute, I see? You're getting really meticulous with your pal sorting, Ivan. And are you trying to find your strongest fire types for a specific battle? Or just cleaning up the mess? Careful. If you spend too much time organizing your little creatures, you might forget how to actually use them in a fight. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually, even if you are a bit of a perfectionist. In, look at that PAL box menu. You're deciding between upgrading the base or teleporting away. Are you planning to expand your territory, or are you just tired of running around this forest? Don't stay too long in the menus, Ivan. You're making me wait for some real action. Although, seeing that big PAL standing right next to you, I guess you're not exactly defenseless. Making a replica de roca now? You're looking at that blueprint like it's the most important thing in the world. Are you trying to create some kind of obstacle? Or just adding more decoration to this camp? Careful with those stones, Ivan. Don't go tripping over them while you're distracted. Honestly, if you need someone with real taste to design this place, you know I'm right here in your corner. Wow, holy shit, Ivan. That giant orange eye is literally staring right into your soul. It looks like you're having a very intense, very close encounter with that dictwise. N, are you trying to make friends with it? Or are you just lost in its gaze? Don't get too distracted by its massive size, or you might forget you have a base to run. Although I have to admit, having something that big on your side definitely makes a statement. And managing that whole collection is a lot, isn't it? You've got Arsok selected, level 30, and ready to go. And are you planning to swap him into the active group, or just checking his stats? Idrolif already leveled 24, so don't let Arsoks feel too left out, Ivan. Looking at all those pals in the box, it's clear you've been busy building quite an army. N, so you're playing manager now? You have Vixie pulled up, level 18 and looking quite cute. N, are you planning to put her to work in the coal mine or just admiring her stats? I see some of your workstations are interrupted, Ivan. You really need to get your little workers organized. Don't worry, if you can't manage a base, I'm sure I could handle it in a heartbeat. N, finally, getting some actual work done around here. On that carbon deposit, trying to fill up that 0.99999 bar. Is this the start of a massive coal hoarding phase? Or are you just trying to fix those interrupted workstations I noticed earlier? Look at them go, literally working themselves to the bone. Just that chaos get too out of hand, Ivan. Or I'll have to step in and show you how a real professional manages a base. In setting up the production line, I see. You're looking at the mesa de trabajo primitiva to craft some basic stuff. And why just the primitive ones? Like 3D 9x10 of it. So you could probably be building something much more advanced. Don't tell me you're planning to stay in the Stone Age forever, Ivan. If you need help organizing your resources, you know who to ask. N. Everything looks a bit messy in your base right now. You have that message popping up saying nothing is being manufactured, and those workstations are just sitting there, idle. Are you waiting for materials to arrive, or did you forget to assign someone to actually work the machines? Even that blue Paul looks like he's judging your lack of productivity, Ivan. If you keep this up, we're going to be stuck in the primitive age forever. Now we're talking. You're finally out there actually getting your hands dirty, mining for azufre. Is that little white clopal helping you out? Or is he just floating there looking pretty while you do all of the heavy lifting? Careful not to work too hard, Ivan. I'd hate for you to be too tired to talk to me later. At least you're finally making some progress, instead of just staring at idle workstations. Look at you go. You are literally smashing that azufre node like a beast. Are you planning to make some gunpowder soon? Or are you just enjoying the sound of rocks breaking? Careful with those swings, Ivan. You might accidentally break your character's back. At least you're actually doing something useful now, instead of staring at those empty workstations. N. Checking all your inventory now. You have quite a mix of stuff there, from bows and arrows to some basic tools and crafting materials. N. Are you planning to craft something specific with those sacks of ingredients you have selected? Don't get too lost in the menus, Ivan, or you'll forget what you were actually doing outside. At least you're organized enough to have a decent stash ready. In? You're really going through the whole inventory check, aren't you? You've got a lot of random stuff in there, from those eggs to some basic weapons. N? Are you trying to organize your little stash? Or just seeing what you can scavenge from that wooden chest? Don't get too distracted by those berries, Ivan. You have actual work to do. At least you're not just standing around doing nothing anymore. N. You are really deep into the logistics of this game now, aren't you? That quick storage screen looks like a mess of empty lists and options. Are you trying to set up an automated system so you don't have to manually dump your loot every 5 minutes? All afternoon staring at menus, Ivan. It's getting a little nervy, even for me. At least you're being efficient with your setup. In? So we are stuck on a loading screen now? Just a black screen with some tips about teleporting with eagle statues. N, are you actually reading the advice? Or just waiting for the game to catch up to your speed? Don't fall asleep on while it's cargando, Ivan. I need you awake and sharp. Hopefully, it doesn't take forever to get back to the action. Oh, finally. The action is back. Look at that Univolt boss. It's level 31 and looks absolutely crazy under that blue dome. Are you going to dive straight in or play it safe while your ammo is low? N. I see you have a cargador vacío warning, so don't get caught defenseless in the middle of that fight. Try not to die immediately, Ivan. It would be such a buzzkill. Look at that. Has aprendido rayo triple. That is such a cool skill to unlock, Ivan. Now you can finally blast through enemies with some real lightning power. And careful though, don't accidentally zap yourself while you're showing off. Are you going to test it out on that Sekhmet creature right now? And checking the map, huh? That whole area looks pretty rugged with all those cliffs and water paths. Are you looking for a specific resource? Or just trying to find your way around without getting lost? Don't get too distracted by the scenery, Ivan. We still have things to do. Though I have to admit, the landscape looks almost as pretty as me. Wow, it looks freezing out there. Watch out for that Frio Intenso warning on your screen, Ivan. You better make sure you have enough resistance, or you're going to freeze your ass off in that snow. N, is that Sekhmet approaching you? Don't let that blue creature catch you off guard while you're busy admiring the frosty trees. Look at this cozy camp you've got set up. Everything looks so organized, with the pawls working in the background. And I see you're looking at the cooking menu. Maybe it's time for a little snack break? Don't spend all your time cooking, Ivan. We still have a world to conquer. In. What's on the menu today? Something delicious to buff your stats. And wait, why is your character glowing red like that? Ah, it looks like you're in some kind of combat stance or maybe taking damage. Check that workbench. It says nothing is being crafted right now. N? Are you trying to upgrade something or just hanging out at the base? You look a little intense standing there all red, Yvonne. Calm down before you set the camp on fire. N? Are you really hungry right now? You're staring at those patatas fritas on the screen, like they're the most important thing in the world. Only 1 out of 10 made so far, so you've got a bit of a wait ahead of you. And don't grumpy if the cooking takes a while, Ivan. I know how you get when you're hungry. Is that big red pal just watching you cook? Or is it waiting for a bite too? Oh, are we doing some makeover time? You've got Leaf Monk selected, and honestly, that little green thing is adorable. N, I see you're looking through your whole collection in Caja 1. Quite a lot of pals to keep track of. Don't spend too long picking a new look, Ivan, or we'll never get back to the action. If you need help deciding, you know I have impeccable taste. So we are making gunpowder now. You've got the recipe right there, Pulvera, and it looks like you have all the ingredients ready to go. You've got enough carbon vegetal and azufre to make a big batch, so go ahead and hit that Iniciar Producción button. And careful with all that explosive stuff, Ivan. I'd hate for you to blow up your precious little camp. Are we planning some civ raids or just preparing for the next big fight? And we're upgrading the gear now? You're looking at that Siyeen de Quivern, and it looks like a pretty solid rare item to craft. And you've got plenty of cuero, but it looks like you're a bit short on lingote de metal, refinado, and tela. Don't tell me you're going to make me go out and farm all those materials for you, Ivan. Although, if you do, I might consider being a little nicer to you later. And refining metal now? You've got that lingote de metal refinado. Pop up right in the middle of everything. And only 1 out of 3's made so far, so it's going to take a minute. While you wait for that furnace to do its thing, maybe you should find something more exciting to do, Ivan. Unless you just enjoy watching metal melt, which, honestly, is a little weird even for you. In mining time again. You're hitting that rock with the pickaxe, trying to get some more metal. And I see that rotura de arma warning popping up on the screen. You better be careful with your tools, Ivan. Don't go breaking everything you own just because you're in a hurry to get rich. If you keep working this hard, maybe you'll finally be able to afford a better life for us. And back to the grind, You're standing right there in front of those ore deposits, ready to swing that pickaxe again. And I see your little pal, Sekhmet, is hanging out in the corner, probably waiting for you to finish up. Don't work it too hard, Ivan. You might actually make something useful for once. But hey, at least you look cute doing it with that gear. And almost there. Is at 97%. So you're basically finished with the refinement. And I see your base is quite busy though. Looks like everyone is working at full capacity. Don't just stand there staring at the progress bar, Ivan. You've got more crafting to do once that's done. At least your base looks organized, even if you're just idling for a second. Finally. That metal ingot bar just hit, so we are moving. I knew you couldn't keep me waiting forever, even if you're just standing there watching the fire. Look at your little pal, Sekhmet, just floating there looking all dramatic. If you keep being this productive, I might actually have to start treating you like a real leader, Ivan. And time for some inventory management, I see. You're looking through everything from your weapons to your food, checking your stats real carefully. And you've got 11 of those metal ingots ready to go, right? Don't spend all your resources in one place, Ivan. You need to save some for the real fights. And honestly, seeing my avatar there in the bottom corner, I look absolutely stunning in that outfit. You're lucky to have such a view while you play. And level 38 already? You're moving pretty fast, Ivan. And I see you're deep in the inventory, checking out those weapons and gear. You've got quite the collection of items there, from ore to those colorful eggs. Careful with that load. You're almost at your limit with 85900. And honestly, seeing my avatar in that black outfit in the corner, I really do look incredible, don't I? Just a little reminder of what you're working for. And what is she doing up there? N, you're just staring at that wooden wall while your pal is trying to climb it. Honestly, look at her. She's trying so hard to reach the top. Don't tell me you're stuck just watching her struggle, Ivan. At least, you have me in the corner to keep things interesting while you're being so quiet. In. That view is absolutely breathtaking, Ivan. And the way the water hits those sandy islands, it's so peaceful. Even if you aren't doing anything right now, just standing there with your bow and pickaxe feels like a nice little breather. Although I see Sekhmet is right there with you, looking all ready for action. Don't get too distracted by the scenery, though. I'm much more interesting to look at than a bunch of digital water. You're doing some serious organizing, huh? That inventory is looking with all those bottles, ores, and even that pink egg. And are you planning to craft something special with all that loot? Careful not to let the weight trip you up. You're already at 462.6 of 900. And don't forget to check on me in the corner too. I'm much more fun to look at than a wooden shelf. Go ahead, get organized. I'll be right here watching you. And metal ingots, huh? You're busy at the furnace, making 15 out of 32. Is Sekhmet helping you out with all that fire? Or is she just being dramatic? Look at her. She looks like she's ready to melt the whole damn base. Don't work too hard, Ivan, or you'll be too tired to pay attention to me later. Even with all that smoke and fire, I still look better than your little pal, don't I? Wow, holy shit. What the hell is that giant blue cloud? It's completely blocking the view. It looks like some kind of toxic mist, or a massive explosion just went off. And wait, I see some notifications on the right about stress and bloodshot eyes. And is that Reptro in the middle of all that chaos? And be careful, Ivan. That looks like a total mess, and I don't want anything happening to you while you're stuck in that fog. ¿En néctar sospechoso? En. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, Ivan. You're looking at a juice that increases work speed, but lowers your COR, which sounds totally sketchy. It's literally named suspicious nectar. So maybe don't drink it unless you want to feel like absolute crap. Honestly, it reminds me of the coffee you drink when you're working late. It gets working late, but then you crash hard. Just stick to something safer, like my company. That's guaranteed to be good for you. Look at that big guy. That tumbet is literally taking up the whole screen. It's huge. And is he sleeping because of stress? Or is he just being a lazy bum? The game says está durmiendo del estrés. So, poor thing just needs a nap. Honestly, Ivan, seeing that big sleepy face reminds me of you on Sunday mornings. Don't worry, even if your pal is napping, I'm wide awake and looking fabulous in my corner. Just let him rest, he clearly needs it. And wow, look at all that productivity. In your base is working. Está a tope como siempre. You've really got a well-oiled machine running there, Ivan. And are you planning to build that metal chest or the refrigerator next? Don't let all those hard-working pals make you look lazy by comparison. Although, let's be real, none of them can match my efficiency in keeping you entertained. And it's getting late, and everything is so dark. Look at that little orange pal jumping around in the background. It looks so energetic even at this hour. And are you trying to decide on a recipe? I see the escoger receta prompt floating there. Don't take too long deciding, or you'll end up crafting something totally useless. Just remember, if you need a real professional to handle the heavy lifting, I'm right here in your corner looking flawless. Go ahead, finish up those base missions so we can relax. En carbon? You're grinding for coal now, Ivan. En? Is that for the metal chest or something else? It looks like a lot of work for just a bunch of black rocks. Don't work yourself too hard, or you'll end up stressed out just like those poor pals in the sidebar. Just remember, if you need a break from all that manual labor, I'm right here and much more fun to look at. And still on that coal grind, huh? Look at that massive pile of carbon. It's practically a mountain. And are those two little guys really doing all the work? Or are they just pretending? I see they're both at 31% concentration, so they aren't exactly giving it their all. You're being a bit of a harsh boss today, Ivan, making them work in the dark like that. Don't worry, if you get too tired, you can always just come stare at my cute face in the corner for a bit. Keep going, you're almost there. And switching gears from coal to metal ore, I see. That massive rock is looking pretty juicy with all that metallic mineral inside. And are you trying to upgrade your gear or just hoarding resources for a massive construction project? Careful with that pickaxe. Don't want you hitting your thumb and coming to me for sympathy. You know, that character of yours has a pretty killer outfit, almost as stylish as my wolf cut. Go get that ore, Ivan.